Good afternoon, folks. This is not a concession speech either, by all means. Well, we all know one thing. Congratulations, liberals. You got what you want. We all know one thing. Now that you have the White House, you have the Senate, you have the House, you pretty much will have everything now. And with that being said, now, this is the end of America. This is a sad day in America right now. America died yesterday because the spineless repukes/Republicans didn't stand up for what was right. They didn't stand up for what was right in the Senate. There was a lot of them that stood up for what was right in the House. Though obviously there wasn't enough in the Senate. So sad. Absolutely sad. What I saw go down in history is absolutely sad. 70 Republicans went against what they should do. But yet Lindsey Graham goes on to say what goes on several weeks ago after the election. If we don't stand up for what we believe in, there will never be another Republican president in office again. Well, if that's the case, Mr. Lindsey Graham, why didn't you side with the ones who objected to the whole entire Electoral College? You stupid rhino. You really are a disgrace. And you're no different than the ones who decided to fall back. You're a disgrace. You're all a disgrace. Except for those who actually did stand by the word and object. And all this could have been prevented if only the Supreme Court would have actually sided with the Republicans. Instead, they declined the 7. They sided with the Demopukes. 7-2. I don't know what was going through their head. 7-2. All the evidence right there. All the evidence right out in the open. 7-2. And they decided to throw it all away. Seven two, and the Demopukes decide to throw it. Decide they get everything, and sure enough, they got it all. I guess this is the new normal now. I guess we're just gonna have to say goodbye to our freedom. Say hello to communism. Now, what happens with Medicare for all? Let's go down the list of what they want. Medicare for all. Let's start right there. Under Medicare for all your private health insurance is gone. You don't get that. And now, under the other circumstances, when it comes to medical stuff, when you're inside a hospital, the government decides who gets what. Not you. Not you, the patient. The government decides that. This is what happens when a government takeover happens. The government decides who gets what and who doesn't. So if you're a critical patient, only the government decides who lives and dies. So if you want to live a long time, if you are a heart attack patient and you're survivable, you could easily die. The government decides who gets the medicine first. So if you were to get your heart attack meds first, they could decide you don't get your medicine right now. You could easily die. To them, you die. They decide who lives and dies. That's how the government works. This is just how sad our government has become. This is how sad the Democrats want it all to be. Now, with other more debunkable things, this is how socialism works. Alright, they want to make it $15 minimum wage. Okay. That's all. That all sounds fine and dandy. And same with free education and everything. Yeah, it's all fine and dandy. $15 sounds great for minimum wage. Okay, only one problem. With the free education, who's gonna pay for that? I'm already in that boat right now. I have a volunteer job and I have a paid job. My paid job is one thing. My paid job is very simple. I'm a janitor as a paid job. I go out and pay for my job. And it's not easy. You're a janitor, I'm a janitor, I go out and do my job. It's pretty simple. Unfortunately, when it comes down, I've been laid off due to this COVID. Due to the fact we don't have enough people in there for me to clean. How sad. On the other hand, when you have all this stuff that goes on, when I have enough people in there, I clean. Now, with that being said, I'm from Ohio, so obviously those of you who follow me, know me. But from Ohio, ours is like, I think $8 or $8.15, I'm not really sure. But I know it's in the $8 range. It's changed since. And now we have, but they want to make it $15. Okay, that's fine on the big corporations, because they have enough money to do that. But when you have the smaller corporations, where I am, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt their businesses, because they got to pay everybody the same, and then it continuously breaks down because the boss has to pay out of his own pocket just to pay everybody that's lower than him, and it hurts his own pocket. Because he has to increase on everybody else that pays more than $15. It hurts their own pockets. Now, you go to the fire service, those who are already paying $15 will have to increase. Because who wants to work someplace that only pays minimum wage? Minimum wage is normally a stepping stone. Already, some departments in this county, not in just this county, but other places, pay less than minimum wage. Who wants to work in a place that only has minimum wage? It's going to hurt the department tremendously. And they're going to go to their union if they're a full-time department and demand they get a pay raise. And then it's just going to hurt their rosters. They leave and go to bigger departments that pay more. I mean, the list goes on and on. What would happen in a socialist country? I mean, look at Venezuela. It's violence constantly every day down there. And then we got the other part. Then we go to other parts of this whole entire debunking. Let me think here. Medicare for all already taken care of. Then our freedom. Okay? You don't get to choose what you want. They do. You don't get to choose what kind of job you want in a communist country. Only they do. At least that's what they did in China. Now, I don't know what they do in other communist countries, but in communist China, you do a workout to see how good you are. You don't get to choose what job you can and cannot do in China. But here in the United States, if that doesn't fall through, you can still be whatever you want, but you just have to prove what you are. Which is sad. That would be sad if it comes down to that. And all the jobs, like the Green New Deal, they want to go to farms, kill cows, so cows don't exist anymore. Like that's really going to change anything. Coal jobs, destroy the coal mines. How's that going to change? That's not going to change anything. Make everything electric. Okay, how are we going to make our fire trucks run that are still gasoline? That are gasoline and diesel. It's not going to work. None of this is going to work, what the Democrats have in plan. None of the things that we have, that the Democrats have in plan, are gonna work. But hell, you Demopukes have. This is what you Demopukes voted for. And now you are gonna pay for it. Congratulations, Demopukes. This is what you voted for. Now you're gonna pay for it. I hope you're satisfied. I sure hope you're satisfied. Because I'm done with all of you. Because when you start crying that you lose your job because of how high taxes are, because once they raise taxes because they can't afford to keep things together, I've been laid off due to the fact Democrats ran the country. I got laid off when Obama was in office. All because of how high taxes were. Then when Trump became president, country got back to normal. Back to where it should have been. This is just how sad this has gotten. Now the blame game goes on. You can't control what happens in a pandemic. Nobody could have predicted this to happen. Nobody expected this to happen. Not us. Not the French. Nobody. Not any foreign country could have predicted this to happen. But that's your decision to make. But it is what it is. And now you gotta move on. And accept the results. Even though they're fraudulent results. With all the mounting evidence, despite all the mounting evidence, we just gotta move on. And watch all the statues that were once popular be taken down. Most likely. Which is what they're all about too. They want to take down all statues. They want to take down literally everything that you worked for. That's what's just going to happen. And all the favorite shows you once watched, they're going to be taken off the air. This is what happens when you have Democrats run the country. Everything gets taken down that was once popular. Well, I gotta get off here. I got things I gotta do. More to come later. Peace.